Oh, hi guys, just Michael from Perfect Break Caravans, giving you an overview of our caravans before the summer break. So there they all are along there, as you can see. I've got one left you can't see, which is over here. I'm going to go through them for you now. Okay, to swap. Okay, so this is the Chesney Classic. It's a 1976 vintage caravan, been renovated. It's a beautiful old van, one of my favourite vans. Tows beautifully like all my vans do. Okay, you've got bunk beds on the left there. Keep in mind that the pop top will come down. Oh, sorry, go up. It's down at the moment. And give you a lot more feeling of space in there. You've also got double bed at the back, nice little kitchen, little fridge, basic little fridge, pretty good storage. And that will turn into a fifth bed there also. So that's the Chesney Vintage 76. Actually about the second or third cheapest, even though it's a vintage. So it doesn't have the shower and toilet that people like. Okay, this is the Geist exclusive 530. Sorry, 535 actually. Really nice German made European van. You have got shower, toilet separate in there. That bed, that table chairs turns into a little set of bunks. 70 kilos usually about the max on the top bunks in caravans. That turns into a queen or king if you remove that front centre part, or you just have it as a queen. Really quite comfortable. We put the mattresses upside down. It actually makes it more comfortable half the time than having the little round things in the middle. Really well set up. TV, DVD, 4-burner, cooktop, which you have to have up to use. The grill as well under there, microwave, good size fridge, and good size sink, as you can see under there. Great storage in this van. The European vans really do have excellent storage, as do the Australian pop top ones too, like the JK Westport I've got has storage around the top like this also. You've got your bathroom in there. I still think bathrooms are better in caravan parks with ensuite ones, but if you don't have that, then you use these for sure. You've got a toilet and a shower in there, which will get you out of trouble and keep you self-sufficient if you need to be. They've got deep cycle batteries. Most of the caravans do have a deep cycle battery in them, and this one does also. So great caravan, the Geist exclusive 535. I'm going to walk you around now to the next one, which is the Coachman Prestige, another UK van or European van. Just redone the floor in this. It's really come up great, I reckon. So you've got a little kitchen section, good size fridge, freezer under there. Same sort of size sink really as the Geist. Bonus of this one is once you put that up and you've got your 4 burners, but you've also got a grill and a full oven, which is very handy. Again, front lounge turns into either 2 singles or a double bed in this one pretty well. Well, that's a pretty big double because it's a lot longer than a normal double bed would be in caravans. When they go across, they're really quite long and they're good for people like me who are 6'2". Gives you that length you need. But if you don't need that length as much, you've got double bed there, flips up for storage underneath, and you've still got a shower and toilet, little basic shower and toilet in there, which is very handy, especially the toilet. You can be on the road, you can stop anywhere, and you're right to go. So this one also has a little washing hand sink, which is really handy. Do your makeup, all those sorts of things. And again, excellent storage. Most of the cupboards, apart from the things that I normally put in like these, that one's empty. You've got pots and pans, like all of them have 3 pans, and you've got cutlery. Okay, other than that, the other cupboards are pretty free for your stuff to go into. You do have a microwave in there too, and hanging space, which is very handy. All right, getting on to your next one. We have our Adria 552. These two are the top of our range Beautiful caravans, again super light but biggest, very handy if you want a bigger one, at about 21.6 foot. That's not including the drawbar, but yeah, they're a great van, tow really well. You're talking 1,440 kilos, I think that's about it, or 1,480, it's on my website anyway. Unloaded, so they can be pulled by a lot of cars even though they're large, and that's why I like my caravans like that, so most people can hire them. So going into here, you have got, cushion's a bit crooked, you have got your queen bed in the front here. Queen in length definitely, width maybe not as much. You have got, that turns into another bed. Good size little kitchen with an oven, which is handy. I like the ovens. You can put pizzas in them, they work really well in caravans. Best fridge out of all my fleet are these ones. They're really big, they're really handy at that size. Okay, as you can see, that's a pretty big, normal sort of fridge you'd have at home almost. Okay, bunk beds. Again, the bunk beds in the Adria and the Adrias and the Coachman, I think, are good size beds. Okay, basically up to 70 kilos on the top one, and they're really adult size beds. Great separate shower, as you can see, with its own door there, and your toilet. So you've got your own little bathroom, which I think is really a great advantage to these vans. Really good storage again, you've got hanging space in cupboards, and then you've got all of those cupboards up there are empty. You've got reverse cycle ducted air conditioning in this one, as well as your normal sort of kitchen, 3-burner and sink. Good little design that, I think. And your normal sort of stuff that you need when you're going caravanning. Bottom ones have got the pans and stuff in there too, underneath there, and you've still got your cutlery and all those sorts of things that you need to have a camping trip. Okay, so that's the Adria 552. I've actually got two of those. One's 2 years older, but it's been used less, which is this one. But yeah, they're both in really good condition, really. So I won't show you into that one as well, because I'll just show you quickly. The only difference really is the colour scheme. So this one's just got a bit more white on the walls instead of that sort of timber look which the other one has on the walls. Otherwise it is the same layout, so it's a great van. Moving on ahead, we are getting to the Adria 542. This is one I imported from England. Super light for a big van. It's about 18 foot and it's 1,100 kilos. So light. So it's almost as big really as the 552s in the space it's got inside, because the shower and toilet is combined. So it means you have more space to move around. So that's the bonus. Worse shower and toilet, however, you got more space to move around. So if you're using amenities or an ensuite site, you've got more space, which is handy. And I'll just show you that one. So there's your bed there at the front. It also turns into a U-shaped lounge if you want it to. These parts all go into place. And good little kitchen. This microwave will actually grill as well, which is handy. You've got your 3-burner stovetop. You've got your little sink. Oh, those cushions have fallen down when it's driven somewhere recently. That turns into another bed, actually a longer and wider bed than the bunks, although the bunks are the biggest bunks probably I've got. The other Adrias are big too, so that's really effective. And again, good storage there around the top, under the bunks, cupboard space in here, as in wardrobe, if you want to hang things. It's handy. I use these as draining boards on there. They work well. And a great little layout. Your kitchen and your bathroom is combined. It connects also to an external tank that you draw the water through this, and then you plug in the tap hose onto there, which comes with caravans. All of them come with hoses. Water hose, proper water hygiene, food hygiene friendly hoses. Moving right ahead from the 542, we're on to our Aussie vans, these two, like the Chesney, the first one. Windsor Rapid, the ends come out on this to have two double beds. Actually, two large double beds. They're way longer than a normal double bed. It is more of a tent style because of the ends, once you pull that top part out, that part's solid, but underneath is tent around the sides. So you've got to be aware of that, I guess. In here, it's a great caravan, Windsor Rapid. Good sized kitchen, great bench tops, grill and cooktop under there. As you can see, it's all in pretty good nick. These have been reupholstered, these mattresses. There is a slide out toilet down in here, which most people don't use, but it's there, provided you use it and clean it. It's an option. And a TV sits up here below the fridge. Good sized fridge, freezer. These fridge freezers actually work better than the Euro ones in the summer, being set up better for the Australian conditions. That also turns into, the table can go down, and there's an air bed, double air bed you can put on top of that if you need to make another bed. And then the other end, this end here, will fold out and become your other bed up the other end. So you can sleep 4 adults easily, plus some if you need to. So that's the Windsor Rapid expander, basically. And then you have your traditional pop-top caravan, semi-off-road this one. It's an older style, not as fancy as the newer ones, but it's still a good van. Again, it tows really well. Aussie ones do have a heavier ball load on your ball, so be aware of that. You need to check that before you hire. But otherwise, they're still light vans. So that they're both about that 1150, 1200 kilo mark unloaded. But you're going to put a fair bit on by the time you put it on your ball and things like that. So just be aware of that. And you've got in here, really good kitchen, one of the biggest kitchens actually, in the second smallest van I've got, has the biggest kitchen, so it's pretty cool. Full burner gas. All the fridges will run on gas as well as electricity. Okay, there's extra mattresses go up the top, and that becomes a bunk, and the top one at the back becomes a bunk. The roof is down at the moment, and this table and chairs can also turn into another little bed. But great if you want single beds. There's two different types to choose from. You can have the frame mattress one or the one at the back, which is more of the traditional mattress you'd have at home with a little pillow top on top. Great, again, pretty good storage really for a van, only a small van, so it's like 15 footer. Chesney's 13 footer, this little silver one at the front. But still good storage for a van this size as it goes around. Okay, because most of the cupboards and stuff are not full of my stuff, so you better put your stuff in there. All right, so that's the Jayco, and we've pretty well gone through all the caravans. I have got a high ace camper van converted, which is the commuter type, so it's very long, at a different site. At 53 Bong Bong Street, Kiama it sits, but in the meantime, this is where all the caravans are. So just make sure you book ahead if you want to get your caravans, especially over Christmas and January period. And Easter coming up next year. I'm not booked out for Easter next year, so keep that in mind. You might want to grab one early. Thank you for watching from Perfect Break Caravans.